shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Check it backer! Switch!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Leopard!
To throw on 2nd down. Hayden. Finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
The pitch to Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now let's go!
Off play action. Hayden. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Hayden. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run. This is Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Gets past him at the and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Shedding the tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back to throw. Hayden.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play,
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
Off the toss, Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
To throw on 3rd down. Hayden. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Well, hey, Mike.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So, hey, let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Hayden. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Hayden. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers now going to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Titans. DeAnthony Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, check 26. Move it up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Here's Rodgers on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards that time and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On first down, they run with Howard. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. On third down, Rodgers. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans are able to strike for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers to throw on second down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb.
Let's go.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Rodgers to throw on third down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points. As here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. On second down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard!
On 1st and 10, Hayden. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense had to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Here's Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers able to get away. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry for Henry. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a toss play to Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hayden. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Right now, you got 58.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 plays already up near midfield.
No, partner, they can move quick when they have to, and right now, they're looking really good.
He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 626. Now, Liz. Now, Liz.
He'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 626.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Hayden. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Kamara, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's fine. Yeah. Green 19th and on.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
We got 3. No. Hold. No.
Coming left is Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go, come on. Inside.
They run it again with Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. toss play. Kamara. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the